This is the Ant-Man movie from 2015. You probably remember this scene, and this is the Ant-Man from 2020. Never watched this film, and probably never will. Let me explain. So unlike other Marvel films, all the Ant-Man movies have been directed by just one man, right? Well, let me introduce you to someone. Edgar Wright. He's one of the most unique directors of our time. If you don't know him, you probably saw one of his movies. This guy can turn any scene into a visual master. So, what's the deal? The deal is, before all these films, his main goal has always been directing the Batman movie. To do that, he needed a store. So in 2003, before the MCU even got started, Edgar started writing his own Antman. He didn't want a normal superhero story, he wanted to make Ice Now. A few months later, he finished the script. Now he has to go to Marvel and show his idea. The Marvel, it's 2003, every Marvel hero belongs to a different studio. Black Panther is in Columbia Picture, Iron Man, New Line Cinema Hook, Universal Spider-Man, Sony, and Ant-Man is in a company called Lionsgate. Anyways, he went to Lionsgate and showed his script, but the studio was making another superhero movie back then, so they didn't want to make an Ant-Man movie. Editor said. After 3 years in 2006, Marvel actually bought Ant-Man's rights from Lionsgate. That was Edgar's time to shine. He went to Marvel, told his idea to Kevin Feige, and asked to direct this movie. His idea was to tell the story of both Hank and Scott's journey of becoming Antman in the same film. Kevin liked Edgar's idea and accepted. But there was a small problem. Marvel was already making 2 movies at that time. They didn't want to add another film before finishing those. So they delayed Edgar Wright's Ant-Man for now. Edgar started to wait again. 2011, Marvel finished Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor movies during those years, and they were planning an Avengers movie. Marvel wanted to include Ant-Man in the first Avengers, so they asked Edgar Wright to make his solo Ant-Man film before the release of Avengers. But this time, Edgar was busy with directing another movie, so he declined. Marvel's off. Marvel had to make the Avengers without Ant-Man. Another year passed. Edgar finished his movie. He was ready to make this Ant-Man thing this time. Marvel agreed and wanted a test footage from him. He shot the scene that I showed in the beginning of this video. Kevin liked it and showed that scene as a teaser. In 2012 Comic-Con, the guy was finally living his dream, and they started to plan the movie 2013. Edgar said he wants to use the original story that he wrote in 2003, but Marvel had been changed a lot since then. Now a good superhero film wasn't enough for them. They wanted their movies, add something to the cinematic universe, and connect to the next film. Edgar agreed and changed the scenario as Marvel wanted. But still, they didn't like the story. This time, they changed Edgar's scenario without telling him. Edgar had written every film he had directed until then, so after that move of Marvel, he left the movie. He said, "I wanted to make a Marvel movie, but they didn't want to make an Edgar Wright movie." 2014, Marvel had to start filming, but nothing was ready. The scenario was incomplete. The director was gone, and clock was ticking. So without any other choice, these 2 guys took Edgar Wright's draft and wrote the final script while they're doing. So Kevin Feige got Peyton Reed as the new director. They started to bring it all together. And in 2015, after 5 writes or produced 3 studios and 2 directors, Ant-Man finally released without Edgar Wright, but you still can see his style in some sites. Even after that much trouble, people love the film. And until 2023, Ant-Man had 3 solo movies and appeared in 2 Avengers films. 2020. Now it's too late for both Marvel and Edgar to make Ant-Man again. But you know, maybe that was his canon event, and he could not change it no matter what. Perhaps if he made his movie, we wouldn't see these scenes after all. So you might think that it's the downfall story of Edgar Wright, because no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't achieve his goal. But that's the point. He tried and got rejected countless times. But he didn't just wait there after Lionsgate declined his movie in 2003. He made Shaun of the Dead. He didn't wait when Marvel delayed the movie in 2006. He made these 2 masterpieces when he rejected Marvel's offer in 2011. He was making the worlds, and even after he left Ant-Man in 2013, he still made his high school. The lesson from this story is sometimes your biggest dreams may not come true. You just need a backup plan for those moments. Who knows, maybe they turn out to be better than your original goal.